Hi, I'm artist Katherine Gordon Rice, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and my artwork. I like to think I'm pretty normal. I'm a native Texan, and I live on a wonderful ranch with my family, some other fun critters. I've always wanted to be an artist ever since I was a little kid. My mom tells the story that the first thing I ever got in trouble for was drawing on the walls. People are always curious about where artists get inspiration. We travel a lot, go to cool places, and I take reference photos, or sometimes I sketch or paint in the field, and then take the reference material back to my studio, where I begin the actual painting process. It's very important to me to use only the finest materials. I figure that if someone is kind enough to invest in my artwork, I want to make it an investment that's going to stand the test of time. Now I want to take you behind the scenes and show you these steps I go through in the actual painting process. The first thing I do is I sketch out the initial drawing. I block in the major masses. Then I begin adding shadow and three-dimensionality, and progressively more detail until I reach what I consider to be the final version. This one is a still life. And next is a landscape. This one is a figurative scene. And finally, here you see what it looked like framed up. This was a portrait of Boom Boom, commissioned by one of Boom Boom's human friends. And again, there you see Boom Boom in the frame. Here we have a bridal portrait of my friend Erin. Back in the day, everyone got a bridal portrait, or everyone that could afford it. And also a Sweet 16 portrait, a lovely tradition. This painting, Blue Cushion, won a first prize at Salado Wine Cellars Uncorked show in 2010 and was also selected as the cover piece for that show, for the invitations and the posters. So it's a part of a series I did for a show in Kansas City in 2009. Once a painting is finished, I use a tack cloth to remove any dust before I varnish it. And then, of course, the final step is museum quality custom framing. If you are interested in acquiring a piece of my artwork, I am only too happy to help you with that endeavor. You can see the paintings I have for sale on my website, and there's also a page that outlines how to commission a custom piece. I am happy to either accept a personal check, or I also take PayPal. I do a lot of public speaking on the topic of collecting fine art, and one of the things I like to address is the things about an artist's career that tell you that that artist is worth investing in. Here you see the notes for that talk, which you can download for free off my website at gordongalleries.com. Now let's take a little peek inside my portfolio for a brief history of my art career. I've been studying art and painting since 1973 with artists and teachers such as Diane Jones, Tasso Pizzeri, and Scott Christensen. A few of the important mentors in my life have been Dennis Parker, Bill Wallow, Michael Wigley, Robert Henri, Victor Koshkin-Uritzin, Scott Christensen, and my beloved Vincent van Gogh. Over the years, I have been associated with various galleries and had a number of one-woman and group shows, and I have had lots of wonderful experiences, including travel all over the United States and Europe, lived for a while in Scotland, but it sounds so dull to read you a long list of those, so I'm going to refer those of you who are interested in that level of detail to the bio on my webpage at gordongalleries.com. Suffice it to say that I live and work in Eastland, Texas now, where I'm affiliated with the Cross Timbers Fine Arts Council. I'm the president of the Art Divas. I do a lot of public speaking, and I welcome your invitations. I do a weekly radio morning show on Thursdays on the HPR radio network, and I have recently published a stellar new edition of my book, The Mechanics of Art. This is a how-to book for art students of all ages and is available at Amazon.com. Now I want to take you through a history of my artwork, past to present. If you'd like to learn more about these paintings, you can visit my website, gordongalleries.com. Most of these paintings have long since found a good home, but if you love one, it's possible to custom order a print. And again, I refer you to my website for details. I also am happy to do commission work, and you can find out more about that on my website as well. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to view my artwork and learn more about my career. Please tell your friends about my work and sign up for my quarterly e-newsletter, The Pentimento. It's free, and you can sign up on the homepage of my website.